Today, we're reviewing Sennheiser's new close-back headphone, the HD620S. The packaging follows an eco-friendly style. The front features a render of the headphone, while the back provides an overview of some key technical specs. Inside, there's just a packaging bag and an adapter as accessories. Visually, the design clearly continues the aesthetic of the HD5 series. Personally, I thought it looked pretty unappealing in the promotional images before I got my hands on it. However, once I experienced it in person, the quality and attention to detail exceeded my expectations. The plastic shell has a finish that mimics the look and feel of metal. It also features a high-end spray coating technique commonly used on premium cameras. Combined with the excellent leather-like ear pads, the overall build quality feels quite refined and sophisticated. The inside of the ear cups has almost no damping, with the drivers exposed. This design gives the impression that the headphones will deliver excellent sound quality. The HD620S has a moderate treble brightness. There is a slight suppression in the mid to high frequencies, but a noticeable peak in the very high frequencies enhances the sound's energy and clarity, though it can make some frequencies feel a bit sharp. The treble detail is average, neither exceptional nor poor. While the imaging of the lead instruments is fairly accurate, the depiction of mid to high frequency accompaniment and subtle details is less clear. The treble density is good, capturing the thickness and texture of instrument imaging well. However, the high frequency extension is average, with string instrument imaging slightly subdued with a bit of the ceiling effect. Harmonics are somewhat lacking, although not as harsh as bare dynamic sound. The overall treble is smooth but lacks a bit of brilliance and liveliness, making the sound slightly less engaging. The mid-range presence on the HD620S is slightly lower, with the vocals feeling a bit distant, creating a sense of separation. The mid-range detail is average, with less definition in the edges of vocal lines. The mid-range density is also moderate, which makes the vocal performance seem less cohesive and a bit diffuse. The fundamental tones are somewhat higher, with a slight emphasis on breathiness. The vocal imaging is somewhat thin, and sibilance is a bit sharp and irritating. The HD620S has a moderate overall low-frequency presence. The mid-bass is slightly less prominent, resulting in a clean and tight bass response without excessive buildup, though this does slightly reduce the sense of atmosphere. There is a noticeable boost in the low frequencies, which makes the imaging of male vocals and stringed instruments like guitars and basses quite prominent. The bass detail is quite good, with clear imaging lines and separation that hold up well compared to open-back models at the same price range. Although the layering isn't particularly strong, the bass extension is average, with a faster rebound speed. The HD620S offers a notably good soundstage for a closed-back design, with no obvious boundaries or closed-in feel. Both the horizontal and vertical sound stages are well-defined and spacious. Imaging is precise, with excellent localization and separation, approaching the performance of open-back headphones in the same price range and outperforming the HD600 and the HD650. Compared to other closed-back headphones of the same type, the HD620 has a significant advantage over the T301 in soundstage performance. It offers better localization, separation, and openness, with superior detail retrieval. The bass quality and quantity of the HD620 are also stronger than those of the T30. However, the mid-range vocals on the HD620 are noticeably thinner, and the overall smoothness and naturalness of the sound are not as refined as the T301. Compared to another open-back model, the HD660S2 has a more natural soundstage with richer low-frequency ambience, thicker and more detailed mids, and more pronounced high-frequency roll-off. This results in a larger soundstage that can feel somewhat crowded, and the separation is slightly less precise compared to the HD620S. However, the HD620S is significantly more comfortable to wear than the HD660S2. Compared to its flagship closed-back model, the HD820, the HD620S has a noticeably smaller soundstage and less nuanced layering. Although the HD820 doesn't have the same level of energy as the HD620S, it delivers a more natural sound that's closer to an open-back experience. The mids on the HD820 are also thicker and more experienced. The mids on the HD820 are also thicker and more textured. Excluding the price factor, I personally think the HD820 has a clear advantage over the HD620S. Sennheiser's initial pitch for the HD620 was that it's a closed-back version of the HD600 with enhanced bass, and it uses the same drivers as the 660S2. This naturally set high expectations, but after trying it out, I'd say the HD620S is just a decent model for Sennheiser. It's still about 10 660S2s away from the classic HD600. At around the $350 price range, the HD620S holds its own with solid quality and Soundstage. With no major flaws, our competitors outperforming it. However, its overall sound quality isn't exceptional. Each frequency range has some minor issues, and the sound lacks a distinctive character or style. Even after finishing this review, it hasn't left a lasting impression on me at all. In summary, if your budget is around $350 and you want to experience the advantages of over-ear headphones compared to in-ear models, while also needing decent isolation, this could be a reliable option. Otherwise, from a sound perspective, there are many better open-back headphones available at this price point.